Welcome to the 7th annual SUV Day in the Smoky Mountains. This is an entire weekend dedicated specifically to Porsche Macans and Cayennes. We're taking our bulky Porsches out of the suburbs and putting them onto some of America's most famous driving roads. This map shows the tail of the dragon. Over the weekend, we are tackling this, the Hellbender, and a selection of remote Forest Service roads. Look at the top section here. That's 318 curves packed into an 11-mile stretch of pavement. The goal of this weekend is to push the handling limits of Porsche SUVs on the premier driving circuits of the East Coast. But moving a 30-car convoy through this terrain presents a massive logistical and safety challenge. These mountain passes are defined by blind curves, steep drops, and oncoming traffic that you cannot predict. Keeping an organized group safe in this environment means enforcing strict protocols that actively restrict how you drive. You're trading absolute individual driving freedom in exchange for collective group safety and a curated weekend. To understand how this works, evaluate your required inputs. First, morning staging. Be at the driver's meetings, 8:30 a.m. Saturday, 7:45 a.m. Sunday, with a full tank. This keeps the convoy on schedule. The trade-off? No sleeping in and refueling the night before. Once we are on the road, your lifeline is constant radio communication. You need a Baofeng UV5R radio locked onto channel 5.0, frequency 462.6625. Etiquette here is strict. Do not sit on the mic. And if you see a lead car turn on its hazard lights, immediately check your device to ensure you aren't blocking the channel. Buying the gear and managing the early mornings are the required prices of admission to navigate these routes safely as a group. On the pavement, the most important rule is keeping it between the mayo and the mustard. This image illustrates what that looks like. All 4 of your tires must remain strictly inside the white and yellow lane lines, no matter how tight the apex gets. Motorcyclists travel these exact roads in the opposite direction at high speeds. They lean heavily into the curves, which often puts their heads directly over the double yellow line. If you cross that line, local photographers will post the pictures online for public ridicule, and you will be immediately removed from the rally. You must abandon traditional racing lines. The risk to innocent oncoming traffic makes this an absolute rule with 0 exceptions. Group driving also creates a unique psychological challenge. You have to manage the gap to the car ahead of you without breaking the chain. Keep a tight, few car-length gap between yourself and the vehicle ahead. This prevents civilian traffic from splitting the Porsche group and maintains cohesion. What is explicitly forbidden is slingshotting, stopping on the road to create a massive gap just so you can accelerate for a fast solo run. This puts your thrill over the safety of the group and drastically increases the risk of someone rear-ending you. If you feel the group pace is too fast for your comfort level, use the designated pull-offs. Matching the group's rhythm rather than chasing a personal lap time ensures that everyone arrives intact and actually gets to enjoy the drive. With those rules in place, we can map out the actual itinerary of the weekend playbook. Friday establishes the baseline. You'll arrive here at Fontana Village Resort, settle in and join a group dinner at Tellico Lodge. Saturday escalates the intensity. Following the safety brief, you'll drive a mix of pavement and Forest Service roads, finishing the afternoon with a visit to the Killboy store. This map outlines Sunday's major route across the Cherohala Skyway, which leads to the final sign-off point in Vonore. A multi-day, multi-surface adventure on this scale is only possible because all 30 drivers follow the exact same itinerary. This leads to a practical question. Is a highly regulated, team-oriented drive actually right for you? If you are an aggressive driver looking to set a personal speed record on the tail of the dragon, do not attend this event. You will be frustrated by the convoy dynamic, and you will face immediate ejection the moment you break a safety rule. But if you are a spirited driver, or bringing your family, and want a safely guided tour through some of the best roads in the Smokies, this is designed for you. It just requires a willingness to use the radio, stick to the itinerary, and respect the road lines. If you accept those trade-offs, grab a Baofeng radio, top off your tank Friday night, and RSVP at WTRPCA.org to experience SUVs the Porsche way, rain or shine.